Now, another thing is, none of the katas shown go above second dan, right? Nope. So, because they got Ken Kudai, Jian, Impi, Hen Gesu, and then Niju Shiho. Mm-hmm. See, none of the katas take you above second dan, right? So all this book guarantees you is at least second dan, right? If you learn the main katas, right? As well. Mm-hmm. Now, what you would need different in third dan is Jite and Tiki Nidan, right? Right. Mm-hmm. So then, for fourth dan, you would have to add in Yan Ken Ku, Chinte, Dogu Shiho Sho, mm-hmm. Sachin, and Unsu. Then for fifth dan, mm-hmm, Jian, mm-hmm, which ain't the same as Jian, mm-hmm, Meko Kyo, and Tiki Songdao, mm-hmm, and then Wankan, right? To get your 5th degree black belt. Mm-hmm. Now this one only takes you through the belts you might need for second dan, right? And they might, pick one at random too, right? That you need to know. As I was reading so far. Mm-hmm. But I know the main ones you need to know are covered here, mm-hmm, in this book, but it don't go beyond it either. Mm-hmm. So the first one mentioned is Kin Kudai after Basadai. So that's Kanku Dai. Mm-hmm. So Kin Kudai. Then Impi, which is below that, but not Jian yet. Mm-hmm. Which is Jion. Then Jian, right, after Impi, mm-hmm, which is chapter 7. Mm-hmm. Then Hengutsu, which is at the bottom, right? And that's for, again, second degree, mm-hmm, black belt. Mm-hmm. Then it says optional for second dan, compulsory for third dan, and above. They got Jite, Niju Shiho, and Tiki Nidan. So, of all the katas mentioned here, right, for second and third dan, right, the ones you see in both boxes, right, are Niju Shiho, Kenku Sho, Kenku Dai, Jian, Impi, and Hagetsu. The rest of them you don't see in the book, right? So it's saying if you want to get your second dan, basically, right, you need to know these 6 katas: Basadai, Ken Kudai, Jian, Impi, Hangetsu Niju Shiho. And those are the only katas in the book. Right. And one's in case, right? One's kind of compulsory, right? But only these katas for a second degree black belt or a possible third are found in the book, right? So what it means is basically you're getting your second degree black belt if you learn all these katas with the book, right? But that's just probably it. That's probably how you get the gut, right? It don't show you Basa Sho or Kenku Sho or Jite or Tiki Nidan, right? Don't show you none of that. So, and then I got a book that has like 25 katas, right? Because this is only covering your basics, which are 7 katas, including 8 with Basadai, right? Because Tiki Shodan is brown belt, he in Godan, he in Yandan, he in Sandan, he in Nidan, and he in Shodan. We already learned, right, from the previous book, right? Which is, the ones I done showed you, right? And keep going over again, even with, the Hodges and all that. So I keep going over, and this here is just the same katas as the other book, right? And this was put out by Joachim Grupp, Grupp. Joachim or Hochim, I don't know. I'm not sure. Group, Grupp. So this goes over the basics again of the other book, right? But it has the Hinan Shodan, Hinan Nidan, Hinan Sandan, Tiki Shodan, and Basadai again, right? So what this book does is basically gets you to second degree black belt. If you learn all the katas and all that in it, right? And it don't promise you above that either, so don't misconstrue that either. But it guarantees you at least a second degree black belt in Shotokan, right? If you look at the katas actually in it, right? Compared to the other katas, and it don't promise you anything but that if you can do the book, you get second degree black belt. So don't get mad if you didn't realize this and you tried to do the book before and wonder what's going on. Okay.